Okay, y'all. So, welcome back to the show. This is the third video on my third hotel as a travel nurse. I just got out the shower, all that good stuff. So that's why I look like this right now. I just came off of work. I'm about to do my skincare. And while I do my skincare, I'm going to be talking to y'all about, travel nursing, the hotel. Mostly, this video is mostly going to be about the hotel that I'm in. I'm lying. I'm going to do this hotel another time. But this video is going to be about the last hotel that I was in last week, which is like 4 days ago. So I'm going to give a review on that hotel. So, yeah. So, y'all, let's just briefly go into, by the way, there's nothing on my skin. This is just like out of the shower, dry skin. Because some of y'all be like, oh, Danny, you have really good skin. No, I don't. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been doing travel nursing. I love it because nobody hovers over you. Ain't nobody in your business. Ain't nobody tell you, did you remember to do this? Did you remember to do that? I don't know about y'all, but the hospital that I'm at, they don't hover. They don't bother you. It's cake. And then on top of that, like, I feel like once you have worked in the projects, because right now I'm an ICU nurse, right? And the other ICU that I used to work at, me and my friends, we call it the projects. Like, it's straight projects, because a lot of the things that we have in this hospital that I currently now work in my assignment, we did not have at the previous hospital that I was at. So when I tell you I used to work in the projects, I'm not joking, because a lot of the stuff that equipment, all that stuff is upgraded in this hospital that I'm at right now. When my assignment finishes, then I will tell you guys what hospital I'm at. But y'all, let's just say major upgrade. So yeah, so travel nursing is bombs.com. You come in, you work, you clock in, do what you got to do for your 12 hours, then wait for your person to come in, you give a report, you go home. You're not staying for no meetings. You're not staying for no mandatory nothing. You don't have to come in on your day off for no mandatory meetings about nothing. Ain't nobody calling you to come back and chart nothing. I'm here to help. That's it. Don't ask me to do nothing extra. If you want to work an extra shift, you can. But if y'all know me, I don't do extras. I do the required, and then I focus my other time and energy on my business, marketing, all that other stuff. So let's get into the tea of travel nursing. So like I said, travel nursing is bombs.com, right? I personally don't ever think I would go back to staff nursing, ever. Of course, I'm going to stay local, and while I'm local, I'm going to different hotels, trying out different hotels, giving reviews so you guys know if anybody's in Florida and they're also doing local travel and need to stay in their hotels like I do. At least up front the hotels that I've been to, the good reviews, the bad reviews, what you need to look out for, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm giving back to my fellow nurses and to those that are like, wanting the oh girl, hands are ashy out of the shower, and those that are wanting the tea on certain hotels that are like last minute bookers like me and do not have time to be going through reviews and can't trust the reviews. Because I'm telling you right now, 2 of the hotels that I went to, the reviews were like, oh, great hotel, very clean, safe. And then I got there, I said, safe where? Safe where, sis? Like, no, safe where? So yeah, so let me put on mine, because I put this on when I get out of the shower. It's a rose water hydro mist spray. This is my nighttime routine, okay? I promised you guys I was gonna do this. I'm so bad with my promises, but I'm getting better. So here we go. Anyway, this is what I put on after I get out of the shower, because it takes me forever to lotion my face after I get out the shower. So I always have to refresh, and then I put on my moisturizer, my under eye cream, and all that other stuff. So yeah, this is my refresher. So yeah, y'all. And I literally just let it dry. So yeah, y'all. So while I'm letting it dry, I'm gonna tell you how to tea. So my nurses that are going to be going into travel nursing, you guys are gonna get a lot of hoo-ha from other nurses, because I was talking about it on my Instagram, which is in my other YouTube video about the first hotel review that I did. You guys are gonna get a lot of hoo-ha from bitter behind staff nurses, right? And what we have to keep in mind is that these bitter staff nurses are overworked and underpaid. So I got that messed up. Overworked and underpaid, right? So they're tired, they're hungry, they're pissed. This is me when I was staff. They're annoyed. You understand what I'm saying? And then, you know, the mandatory meetings, the mandated overtime because of COVID, the micromanaging supervisors, the families, all of that is just a lot, right, to deal with. So yeah, you're gonna have some bitter staff nurses, but anybody that knows me, they will tell you from jump. Like when I was a staff nurse, I was never bitter, I was never angry, I was never, like, anybody could tell you, they used to call me energy, because even if I had like 2 hours of sleep the night before, and I used to work night shift, even if I had 2 hours sleep the night before, you would never know, because I don't come in cranky, groggy, tired, sleepy. I don't drink coffee, so I can never say, oh, I haven't had my coffee yet. My energy, my happiness, my joy came from molding myself when it was time to go to work, or gospel before walking in the door at work, or prayer before walking in at work. Like, you could ask anybody, everybody would call me energy or troublemaker, because I would make things funny at work. So I was never like that. I get it. As nurses, we are overworked, but I never wanted to bring that type of energy to work, because what you bring to work is what you're going to get out of your 12-hour shift. That's what I always believed. So I always used to be like, yo, I'm gonna make the best out of it. I don't care what's going on at home or whatever. I'm gonna make the best out of it, like, period. So, oh look, it's starting to dry. So you're gonna get a lot of bitter nurses that are gonna be like, oh, here come the travelers making their money. Here come the travelers making more than us and not having to deal with as much stuff. Or you will see when you go into your assignment, the assignment is not actually made yet. So I remember I would walk in sometimes, I'm already clocked in, but people don't know that I'm there yet. Because if you know me, whenever I go to somewhere new or a new job, I feel it out first. Don't be so quick to jump and make friends, because you gotta know who's a ride or die, who's the snitch at work, who's the two-faced one at work, and who is the one that's on the down low, that's also watching everybody but got certain people's backs and don't want no credit for it. Like, there's always those 4 or 5 types of people. You have to watch your back when you first go in. So sometimes there's a time I would go in and somebody's like, oh, well, there's a traveler, so let the traveler take that difficult patient. Easy, boom, no problem. Give me the patient. Too easy. Or yeah, let's give her the patient because, you know, the daughter keeps calling and you know, they keep calling and you know, everybody's telling the daughter the same thing, but she's just unreasonable and hard to deal with. Let's give it to the traveler. I said, boom, no problem. I wouldn't say that I knew that that's why they gave me the patient, but I'd be like, easy, no problem. Give me the patient. So What I have to realize, if they give you a patient because of difficult family members, it is too easy to deal with that. Like, I remember before, I used to work night shift all the time, and I used to be like, yo, I'm gonna be a night shift person till I die. And then one day, the devil was like, I'm gonna find a way to make you die, because I would go home. I'm driving home and the car swerving, I'm falling asleep at the wheel. And I was like, the devil is a liar. Let me start day shift. And to be honest, y'all, day shift nursing is really not that bad. It's your attitude about how you handle it, y'all. It's your attitude. If you handle it in a sucky way, you're always going to think that day shift sucks. Day shift does not suck. It's how you handle it. But anyway, back to the story about the difficult family members, right? So, I kid you not, right? They give me a patient with a difficult family member. Family member is calling. I remember before I got a report, a family member called like 3 times. I was like, boom, easy, I got this. There's only one way for me to handle difficult family members over the phone, especially if they're not coming to see the patient and they haven't been there to see the patient in days, but you're calling every 20 minutes. I got something for you, boo. There's only one way to handle those type of family members, especially if you're doing the best that you can. You only operate by orders given by the doctor. You're not gonna yell at me, so I'm gonna show you who's boss as soon as you call. All right, I'm gonna show you who's boss as soon as I answer the phone. So this is what I do. Typical family member calls, right? Of course, somebody else is always going to answer the phone first, because either I'm running around, I'm in a room, there's a cold, I'm ready to get meds, some drips, whatever the case may be. It's too easy to do with family members like that. They call. Just say charge nurse, answer the phone. Hey, Dana, the daughter for bed 10 is calling again. All right, thank you. I'll be right there. I take my time going to the phone, right? Let the anger fester. Let it fester, boo. Go ahead, because at the end of the day, your family member and me keeping your family member alive is what's most important than your attitude, okay? So I get to the phone when I get there. First thing. Second thing, I get to the phone. I'm like, let's say the name of the hospital is Chocolate Factory Hospital, right? Good morning. My name is Dana. I am the nurse taking care of your family member. Thank you for calling Chocolate Factory Hospital. How may I help you today? Huh? I kid you not, I have done that with every difficult family member that people say is rough. And I kid you not, once I answer the phone like that, stern, good morning, thank you for calling, and with your big girl voice, they get real quiet. Oh, hello, good morning. I was just calling to check on my brother. And you keep the same tone of voice throughout the whole conversation. Easy. Well, what's your name, sweetheart? Oh, my name is Jackie. Well, Jackie, your brother is stable, okay? And we are doing the best that we can to help your brother, okay? The doctors are doing their rounds right now. All right. As soon as they are finished their rounds, I will have someone call you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm not the one. Not the one, y'all. And I kid you not, I either never get another phone call for the rest of my shift, or they call one more time for an update. Now, after I say that, the family members, they're probably like, well, can I have the last hemoglobin and da-da-da-da-da. Those are the extra tough family members. I'd be like, absolutely no problem. Just like that same tone. Absolutely no problem. Hemoglobin, 8.9. Hematocrit, 25.6. Whatever the numbers are. You give it, but you give it in the same tone. And then when you finish exactly what they asked for, you go, are there any other questions that I can help you with today, ma'am? Call them ma'am or sir. You only call them by their name one time. Ma'am or sir. Now, some of them might get mad and be like, oh, you act like you don't want to talk to me. You you're behaving, you know, not in the manner that I'm used to, I'm like, well, ma'am, I'm answering all the questions that you have asked of me. Did I not answer all of your questions, ma'am? You know what? I apologize. It's just, you know, I've never had my family member in the hospital before. You know, I just feel so overwhelmed, and this is something new for me. I understand, ma'am, and I am very sorry for the situation that you're dealing with. I am doing my best to take care of your family member. And if you have any other questions, you can call back and I will be sure to answer all your questions. And if I cannot answer your questions, I will be sure to get a doctor to answer those questions for you. Okay? All right, Dana, thank you so much for taking care of my brother. You are absolutely welcome, man. You have a good day, okay, ma'am? Easy. Get off the phone. I kid you not. They either don't call no more during that shift, or they call one more time before shift change. I give a last update, and then that's it. And then I'll hear when I come back the next day that night shift had a hard time. Because if y'all don't have these stern voices with these family members, they will run you to the ground. And that is not what we're here for. Because if you run me to the ground, how am I going to take care of your family member? How, Sway, ma'am? How? You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. So there's many other tips and tricks that I use in the workplace. For the bitter staff nurses, it's too easy to deal with them. Let me tell you what I do. First of all, your first day in at a new assignment, your first job is to observe everyone. So I don't talk to nobody the first day. I don't care who thinks I'm mean, who thinks I'm whatever, good morning. Hey girl, you need help? The trick about not talking to nobody on your first day in an assignment because you're observing everybody is to be friendly but cordial. So if I see new people, staff nurses, I don't know who's doing what, who's the snitch, who's whatever, I'm friendly as hell. No problem. Somebody might be like, hey, can you, I'll be like, girl, I got you. I'm coming right now. But I keep a distance. I'm watching you because I don't know the type of person that you are yet. Now, men are easy. Men, you can help them and whatever. Men are men. Men think differently. But women can be all types of things. You understand what I'm saying? So there's that. So I'm done with my skincare. This is it for the night. All right. So I'm gonna give more tips and tricks in the rest of my videos about how to deal with the bitter staff nurses. But this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna stop it here. So next video I'll go into depth a little bit more. But like I said, your first day, you observe, you're cordial, you're helpful, but it'll throw a lot of people off because it'll be like, she don't talk to nobody, but she's super helpful, but she cute, but she nice. Like, which one do I go with? Confuse them. But you use that time to get to know who is what. Which one of you are the 5 type of people that's at every unit? You got to point them out, name them out, listen but not listen. Don't be the girl trying to be everybody's friend, but at the same time, have a listening ear, but don't look around trying to figure out who's doing what. Like, be smart. Difficult family members over the phone, that's calling 10 times a shift per previous shift report. I already taught y'all how to deal with them. Easy, right? And then, you know, like, take everything one day at a time, okay? So let's get into this hotel. So this hotel that I went to the other day, it was called the Ramada in Naples, Florida. Let's just say, so what I do in my hotels, like I said, I book them on DOSH, right? But when I book them on DOSH, I am going by price. I don't go over $150 per night for my hotels. I will not do it. And some might be asking, well, why don't you just book the same hotel every time you have to go to your assignment? I don't do that because on DOSH, the app that gives you money back, on that app, the hotels are never the same price when you book. So if that hotel, and it's been happening continuously, if that hotel, I book it one time for 3 days and then I go back and try to book that hotel and it's $200 now, I ain't booking it. We looking for something else. So I've never been able to stay in the same hotel more than once because the price always goes up for hotels per night. So there's that. But what I love with DOSH is that you can book the hotel the night before, You also get money back depending on the hotel and depending on what's available. So that's the great part. The only thing about DOSH is DOSH will show you the amount of reviews the hotel has, but it won't show you what the reviews are. So you have to go back to Google to look up the reviews to see this and that. However, I booked the hotel on DOSH, right? I went to go look at the reviews. The reviews are like, yeah, the hotel is nice and clean. Everything's sweet. No rats, no roaches. Great service, this, that, and the third. I was like, okay. The pictures, I always swipe through to look at all of the pictures. Pictures beautiful, right? So what I normally do, the day of my shift, I drive there early in the morning. So I'm waking up at 4. I leave the house at 5. And then I get there like 6:51, 55, or whatever the case may be. Make it on time to work, and then whatever. It's wonderful. But I don't get to my hotel till after my shift, right? So it's nighttime. It's 7. With ICU nurses, shift change is quick because you get 2 or 3 patients. Drips are basic for us now, and then it's like report, okay, boom. So I leave work literally, no lie, at like 7:11 p.m. Hotels are always 15 minutes away from the hospital. So I get to the hotel by like 7:30, right? It's dark outside now. So now the first concern is, do I feel safe driving up to this hotel? Right? And if I don't feel safe driving up to this hotel, when I get to the hotel, I ask them, even though I have this room already booked for me, I need you to put me in a room that's closer to a bunch of lights so that when I come to the hotel the next night, I'm not afraid to walk to my room. Okay, so you can ask for that. My throat dry. So, yeah. So this hotel, I did not feel safe going there. The people were nice. The front desk were sweetie pies. I think it was 2 Italian men. They were so sweet and nice. Apparently when I had booked, the app had booked me for 2 rooms instead of 1 for the same price. I should have said, yeah, let me take it. But he canceled 1 room and he kept me in another room. So that was great. He did it all for me because I was tired as hell. And I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to help us out because I'm sorry. I'm saying. So, guess what, he did that for me. But I don't know. I wasn't impressed by this hotel. I felt as though it was a cheap motel, and for like I think it was like 100 and something, I don't know, per night. I didn't feel like I spent the money wisely. I got money back, of course, but I don't know. I wasn't impressed. Like, the pictures and the reviews did not match what I saw. I literally felt like I was in the projects. But I was like, you know what? Remember when I told you guys in the description of my other video where you want to be able to go and stay in a hotel where you're not having to remind yourself, okay, you're only here for 2 or 3 days. Just survive it for 2 or 3 days. I hate feeling like that going to a hotel. You know what I mean? So I want to say the best hotel that I had so far was Home 2 by the Hilton. That hotel was so marvelous. It was like a mini home. That's why I think they called it Home 2, because you really felt like you were at home. Like, but that hotel was a no-no. Like, it wasn't happening. So I just stayed my 2 nights. Thank God it was only 2 nights that I had to stay, because they only booked me. Well, the hospital only needed me for 2 days. So I was like, okay, great. I only had to be here for 2 days. Thank God. But you know, so did I feel safe at that hotel? No. Were there any roaches? No. Would I go back? No. Was it clean? Yes. Is it legitimate for something quick where I just needed a place to lay my head? Yes. Was it up to bar for bougie girl status? No. Was it worth the price? No. I feel like for that hotel, I should have paid at least maybe $60 or $70 a night. What else? that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all the hotel right now, what it looked like. Another thing that was a red flag for me too, walking down the long behind creepy hallways outside of the hotel and feeling as though like I had to pray over myself super hard to just like be like, God, don't let nobody jump out at me with a knife and take my life because I'm walking down this creepy hallway to my room. Like, I don't know. But yeah, y'all, just see it. So go look at that and see you guys later. Leave a comment below. Let me know if my tips helped you out a lot or not enough, or if you want to learn more about how I deal with difficult, bitter staff nurses and difficult family members. I will give you guys different scenarios. Stay tuned. Bye, y'all. Y'all, I know I said bye, but hold on. I personally feel like hotels like this with the creepy door behind a couch should not exist anymore. Like, it should just not exist anymore. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what hotel I'm at right now, but I'm gonna show you what we not finna do no more. Or like, I don't know, like, I feel like two things should just be the standard from now on. There should be no more hotels with doors behind couches that have nothing to do with the exit door, number one. The second thing that I think should happen at hotels, like, you know how they provide us with like soap and a shampoo and conditioner. That's like standard at every hotel. I feel like they need to provide us with mini hair gels. Like, y'all provide freaking blow dryers. Where's the hair gel? Where's the hair gel? Like, there should be a mini eco styler gel at every hotel, no matter what hotel it is. Like, I don't know, is it just me? Let me show y'all this door that is freaking me out, okay? I make sure to lock it, and I make sure it's always locked every time I come back from my shift. But I just feel as though these doors should not exist anymore. I feel like Biden should put out like a new law, like all hotels must be newly renovated and must not include extra doors that don't have nothing to do with your bathroom or your entrance and exit door. Like, I feel like that should be the standard. Let me show you. I'm so tired. My eyes are turning red and pink. But let me show y'all what I'm talking about. We're not gonna do this no more. We're not doing this no more. What is this? What is this? What is this? Y'all. What is that? What is that? What is that? Why does that exist? Like, and that's why. So just a quick tip, like, you can always tell, can you see it in? Here we go. You can always tell when the door is locked, just in case, like, you don't want to make noise and you don't want to make it obvious that you're locking the door, which I don't give a damn. But you know, like, you never know who's next door to you. So just in case you want to make sure if the door is locked, you just look for the lock in between the crack, like, just like that. If you don't see it, then freaking lock the door, okay? Especially for my women. So yeah, y'all, door's locked. Always make sure that it's locked when I come back from my shift. But just a tip, okay? Toodles. Bye, y'all.